You
I'll
live.
talk about Mad Dog.
You
I'll talk about Mad Dog. Okay, now which Mad Dog do they want me to talk about? Because you got Mad
Mo-
Dog and shit, and then you got Mad Dog who had a brother that
Moto.
was
Moto.
was Moto was my friend. Okay, I can talk about this.
Right. You on now, but ain't nobody in yet. So
Okay.
I'll let you know when
He
everybody.
was fighting in the Nickersons in '77. Police brought him from the Nickersons to the Hoover Street Boxing Gym.
Right.
On 78th and Hoover.
Right.
That's what I was saying. That's where everybody would hang out at in the early beginning.
Right.
Because all the boxers that were in there that were professional, they had been in there since the '60s.
All right, we live. Q, say what's up to the audience, man.
Hey, how you guys doing today? This is OG Keats from the Magnificent Seven. I'm doing pretty good. Hit me a little iron last night. I talked to my best friend Munson not too long ago, which was yesterday. He's doing good. He's in good spirits. So everything's going good. I've been reaching out to the youngsters. I've been doing, some of the positive messages, giving the youngsters their respect. What I mean by youngsters is that the early teens and early 20 guys, they're acceptable of my positive message. So it's all good.
All right, everybody saying what's up to you, man. I want to tell us about Mad Dog, and Moto. What you know about them?
Well, I grew up with Mad Dog and Moto. One time at a Buddha's funeral, we were over Buddha's Buddha lived with his grandmother. Buddha lived with his grandmother off of Western. And we were all over there. We had the funeral. We had the funeral at Harrison Law, Bishop neighborhood, right there on, I guess that's Manchester. And so when we came back, we all congregated over there, over Buddha's grandmother's house where Buddha was staying, right off of Western. And so my dad, he was sitting me and Big, we walked over there, and Mad Dog was a cool dude. Mad Dog was on super slow. I don't know if he was. I don't think Cook ever asked Mad Dog to peel, and I don't. But Ricky Silence, he came back into YTS after going on the path. Ricky Silence is from the East Side. He came back and he told me that Mad Dog had peeled them Cook because Mad Dog's sister had passed away, and they were out at the funeral. And Mad Dog was in a prison where you don't hear about it these days, but he got a guard pass to bring him to his sister's funeral. And when he came to the funeral, Ricky Silence came back and, from his pass, and he said, yeah, Cutes, my homeboy, he had to peel out on your homeboy. And I said, what are you talking about, Rick? He said, oh, Mad Dog. And then I said, well, Mad Dog ain't going to peel out on Big Cook. That's how we used to interact with each other. And but we were all like, cheerleaders for our big homeboys.
Right.
That's how it was. But one day I was ditching school, and I was walking up Normandy. And I was attending Washington at this time. I was being in school for a little while, and I be in juvenile hall. Being in school and I be in juvenile for fucking up. Because once I hit the gate, and now I'm out on Normandy, I go over across the street in these apartments, and Mad Dog lived over there. He was renting over there. So I went over there, I knocked on the door, and Tip was over there already, and we were just sitting in the living room, and we were talking, and then the police came. I never forget this shit. And keep in mind, we on the second floor. The police came, and Tip jumped out the back window. I mean, he jumped out the back window of the two-story apartment because everybody was very athletic when it came to running and jumping and hopping. As you know, we had a homeboy named who was a track star. He was a high hurdler. Anyway, I think Cook could outrun him. Just straight running, but I don't know about jumping. But Mad Dog, he was athletic too. But we were getting high, and Mad Dog was a little higher than everybody, and he didn't get a chance to run. And so I didn't get a chance to run either. So got away. And so we in the house, and the cops is all in the house, and they like got us all hemmed up and shit. And they looking for weapons and shit. They don't find nothing. So now we're downstairs in these apartments, and now everybody is like getting out of school. So you can imagine the big crowd and everything. See these G's standing out here and all these cops. They want to know what happened. The ticket was good. He didn't need to be getting harassed with us. But Moto, he was my buddy. Moto used to like wear a broken down brim hat. Moto liked it to, tell jokes line. We spent a lot of time in juvenile hall together and on the street. Mad Dog, he was basically, a little older than us. And Took used to always tell me, he said, this is the leader of the Crips. This is my big homie. When Took would play like that. And then Mad Dog would say, no, you don't want like that. And then they were both being, respectful of each other. Right. But Took really admired Mad Dog for his guys. Because Mad Dog, before any of us, he should tell us a story.
Yeah, I heard it was maybe not a founder, but he was, he pushed it line. Like you said, he had been to the pen already. He was super swole. I got a picture of him, man. His arms was huge, dog.
Well, I don't know. I'm biased, so I don't know. I know when we were at the apartment that day and we were chilling and we were in this little room in the living room and we were just sitting there talking, we were jamming some dramatics and we was blowing and I was like, I couldn't tell whether he was bigger than Took or not, to be honest with you. Because they both, had major, size. And these were dudes who didn't take steroids. It's just like when Munson came home in 74, Munson wasn't on no damn steroid. These dudes was just buff. The same way with Jamel. Jamel and them didn't take no steroids. They were just big, naturally big dudes. Mouse and them dudes, then our mothers fed good food, and Took was raised by his stepfather and his mom, so they always, it was regular meals being served and shit. Motherfuckers wasn't hungry. It ain't like today when people just want to get high, don't want to eat, they just get high. And then you start looking all sucked up at a young age. We were the kind of kids, who ate and Took said, let's go feed. So everywhere we went, same way with that we could eat free. Everybody would give us free gas. We get free food, free clothes, and wherever we would go. Like, I hate when people say that Craig Craddock was a bully. I hate when people say that Raymond Washington was a bully. I hate when other gang members describe their comrades as bullies. Because when you do that, it's not true. None of those guys were bullies. They were Bogarts. And a Bogart, he rules the world. A Bogart, he goes in, he demands what he wants, and that's the way that these attitudes were. Yeah. And so it was solidified within our psyche to be Bogarts wherever we went. We went in the parties without invitation.
Yeah, that's how
we went through the parks. That wasn't our park.
Yeah, that's how.
Bogart our way.
Yeah, that's how we grew up. Cutting the line, we called that Bogarting. Going into parties without paying. We didn't believe in paying for no party. We bum us the door and just go up in that motherfucker.
We would go to the liquor stores because we wanted alcohol and we would Bogart the store.
Do that too.
And so
hey, that's shoplifting, Cuse. That ain't Bogarting, Cuse. That's shoplifting.
I understand the laws now many times as I've been in juvenile hall for that crap. But I tell you what, as you mature, you look at some of the things you did when you were younger, and then you could weigh it. You could weigh it in your mind. Is this good, for society, or is this bad for society? Is this good for me, or is it bad for me? So I can look back on a lot of things in my life, and I could weigh them. And then, today I can see what's good and what's bad, what was right, what was wrong. But when I was in the mix of that stuff, I was sort of blind, and I was just, feeding on the adrenaline. And that's how it was, and I didn't have time to dissect, right and wrong. I really didn't care once I got, some juice inside of me or something, and I'm feeling wired up, and I'm mad, and I don't know what I'm mad about.
Right.
But I'm just walking around in a spot.
Yeah, that was just part of our culture. And then, like you say, if you was getting high, you really didn't give a fuck. But let me ask you, a lot of people want to know if you knew Tyrone Tate from Watts.
Tyrone Tate, he was from Watts?
Yeah.
Like if I hear some events where he might have attended. Like I could remember we were at this event. It was called the Watts Festival, and it was at night, and we had a big relay. And I always say it's a McDonald's, but it's not. It's a Jack in the Box, and it stood right there in the corner across from Real Rogers Park. And I can remember we had a big old fight with the Bounty Hunters and the Pyrus over there one night at the Watts Festival. This is early 70s, but this took place. So if Tyrone Tate, and he was from Watts, then usually any reputable would attend these functions when these Watts festivals would occur. Sometimes he would get up there early, and you would get, jumped. Depends on if all your boys arrived there or not. Who got there first was the most fittest, but who got there deep. So, and then when you there, you represented. So I used to always see dancing there, doing the crip walk. Before I knew what the crip walk was, I'd be saying, what the hell is that dude doing? But he was putting it down. But Tyrone Tate, I don't know. I know when you say the word Tyrone, the first thing comes to my mind is my little baby homeboy, Big Rick's little brother. It's just like if you say Frank, then the first thing that comes to my mind is my little brother. Right. When you say Tyrone, I was crying. But I'm sure I probably knew him from juvenile hall, and if he was gangbanging, I know I had to know him. Right. I knew Ray Boyce.
Yeah.
I had incidences with Ray Boyce.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a good story about Ray Boyce.
Did he beat you up, Cutes?
No, Ray Boyce still beat me up, but this is what happened. Me and Ray Boyce is an LP, Las Padrinas Juvenile Hall, M&M. And Ray Boyce had just knocked this dude out. And I mean, he hit him so hard, it sounded like a baseball bat. So they took Ray Boyce to the hole. I was in Ray Boyce's company that day for a few hours, and we just kept looking at each other. Because he knew I was a crip, and he knew that he was a body hunter, and he knew that we didn't like each other. So I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. I would fight Ray Boyce, but I don't think I would have won. Fact of the matter is, I know I wouldn't have won at that time. That's how humble I am to a big fighter like Ray Boyce. So Ray Boyce knocked this dude out, and the dude he knocked out wasn't a crip. So he knocked the dude out, boom. So they take Ray Boyce to the hole. So now I'm ready to catch the camp train about 3 weeks later. So the camp done, and we got to meet in the back to get on the bus. So the bus is in between the back of the units. So they take me out through the back door. So I get on the bus, and everybody's feeling kind of good, So I'm waiting to see who's going to get on the bus. So we pull up by the hole. So they open up the hole, and boom, they bring Ray Boyce out. So Ray Boyce sits next to me. And he sits across from me. So Ray Boyce is on the bus. So I'm looking at him, then he looks at me and he nods, and I nod back at him. And then I said, I'm going to Camp Rock. And Ray Boyce says, you going to Camp Rocky? I said, yeah. He said, man, they're going to work the shit out of you there. And I said, yeah. He said, but if your grandmother don't sign, then they'll send you to another camp. Because you look kind of young. How old are you? And I said, I ain't but 14. And he said, yeah, that camp is for 16-year-olds. That's where I'm going. And I said, fuck, man. And then he said, but it's cool, homie. He says, because we ain't going nowhere. And so he just said it just like that. Mm-hmm. He said, because you and me, he said, we ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be kicking, I'm going to be fighting. I'm going to fight him hard as I can, like I would fight.
It's back on. It's back on now.
Okay, so we're like juvenile hall to give you guys a feel of it. Downey sits, it sits higher up than each like juvenile hall. So we're leaving Downey. Then we're on our way. We're picking up what you call a chain. So we're getting all the people that's going to camp. So we're getting all the players who got sentenced by the CCP, those were guidance centers for adults. So these were like guidance centers for juvenile offenders. So we pulling up in juvenile hall now. We pulling up in East Lake. So we hit the back. So we pull up in there. So Ray Boyce said, he said, hey, kids, I gotta ask you something. And I said, what? And he says, I'm gonna ask you as soon as we pull up out of here. And I says, all right. Because Ray Boyce, he kept filling up under the seat. I remember he kept going up under the seat, and he was saying, fuck. And then he would go up under the other seat, and he said, fuck. So the other bloods, whatever it was, but the other guys who ended up turning the bloods, he was telling them, he was saying, hey, man, look up under your seat. And then they were fiddling around, and then I said, what the fuck? So now we pulling it out. We pulling out of juvenile hall, and anybody been to East Lake Juvenile Hall, it's right in the hospital, which is now UCLA Medical Center. But then it was LA General House going there. So the bus is pulling around. You know, we pulled up out of the parking lot of East Lake. Now we headed, you know, to go around to get on the freeway. So Ray Boyce said, hey, kids, hey, look, man, I'm not tripping. He says, look up under your seat. And so I looked up under there and I felt it. It was a big bubble or something under my seat. He said, pull it out and give it to me. So I reached down and I grabbed it out. It was one of the, it was tape with the shit. So I brushed it and that shit on the front. It was one of them, the cat had school. And so Ray Boyce, a blood, a Bonnie, I'm a West Side OG Crip. He wants me to hand his wrist. This is a fucking weapon. This can go through me and stick. He said, don't trip, homeboy. Just give it to me. Come on. And I said, here. So I just gave it to him. I said, here. That ain't no scary. So I said, this time he did it to the guy in the back. The other, other than the crib. And he wears him to clean the back door. And so I can hear this loud sound go, come. But the bus driver, he's not hearing all this because we're making noise on the bus. And we, you know, it's like a party bus, but it's not no party. Get the fuck out this bus. Dude, he don't got enough, you know, yoke to open the back door with the screwdriver. Man, the next thing I know, Ray Boyce said, watch out. Man, it sounded like a cannon went off in the bus. The back door open. Everybody that was on the bus, the guys, then all of these guys was gone. And Ray Boyce looked over to me. He said, are you coming? I looked at him. I said, no, I'm not coming. I'm going to go ahead and do my camp time. But I wish I would have came because I ended up AWOLing twice after that. But it was in the news and everything. And this was like 1972 or 73. So if you want to get the newspaper article,
you already know. You already know. You already know I'm going to get the newspaper article. Fine guy.
All you got to do is get on. So I'm in camp now, and I'm kicked back in there at this eerie quietness because I'm up in the mountain and San Dimas Mountains, and I'm sitting there smelling all these smells that I never smelled before because I'm a city person. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking about Ray Boyce and all of the boys, and they all had left, and I said, fuck, man, I should have left too. I should have just, you know, but then there was a part of me that said, nah, get this shit over with. You don't want to be on the street. But anyway, the Vanna's boys had shot my cousin at the Crenshaw in the leg because he had kicked the car out.
Terry Godot?
He shot him. No, it wasn't Terry Godot. It was a guy named Tank. So Tank shoots Chucky in the leg. So me, you know, keep in mind, I done already got kicked up out of Camp Rocky. I didn't have my grandmother's sign. I took Ray Boyce's advice. So they sent me to camp. They sent me down to Camp Glen Gonzalez, which is in Malibu Canyon, right next to Tapia Park. They sent me there. Bam is there from Crip 5. We have No Brain there, Kevin Goff, from one of the founders of Playboy Gangster. He was there. And then you had my bounty hunters there. You had at the news, they say, oh, special report, you can get this at the report. Game my attention, because I don't look at the news, but when I heard that name, all my attention, my pay value, you get credits for this, credits for that. You go get stretched out. I said, I gotta go, man. You busted on my cousin, and I'm fixing to get, some payback in on this shit. So I used to hear that night was the buzzer going off. Because I hit the back door. And then the red buzzers just lit up the door, and I hit the gate into Tapia Park. Instead of going down the hill, I went back up toward the freeway. So I'm hiking through these mountains, and I'm I hit it hard because it's pitch black dark, and it knocks me down. I was soaked with mud, and I get back up, and I said, what the fuck was that? And I'm in pain. And I said, what the fuck did I run into? How did I run into something? And it wasn't concrete, but it was solid. It was a fucking cow. The fields were full of cows. And so now I'm freaking out because now I can see these eyes. I can see a bunch of fucking eyes. And the moon is making these eyes just everywhere. Now I'm scared as fuck. Now I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm in a demon field or something. So now I'm running, with a panic run. So I come out over the freeway, and I slide down into the freeway. I'm about maybe a story or two over the freeway, and I'm sliding down into the freeway. So now I'm standing there on the freeway, and cars is going by like 55, 65, and I'm on the hitchhike. Everybody's just going to stop and get me. So now I got to walk down the freeway. So I'm feeling I'm going to get busted. Because they already got an APB out, and right down the street from camp is Malibu Sheriff's Department. They're looking for me. The helicopters up looking for me, but they looking for me going down toward the Pacific Coast. I let activities taking place down there, and I'll find this out later on. So as I walk down the freeway, it's starting to turn daylight, like I had been out here, a long fucking time. So now it's turning, and this cool ass hippie dude in a badass Jeep, he just pulls up, and he's pulling and stops. And then I run over here, and I'm full of mud. I can't see myself. I saw myself later on when I was over at Hollywood Boulevard. I saw how I looked. I'm covered with mud because when the car knocked me down, I went and piled that mud and whatever else was out there. And now I'm in this car, and he lets me out of Hollywood Boulevard. And then I make it to the set. And then Chicano had already AWOL, and he was a magnificent 72. I never gave him, his props. But he was on AWOL, I was on AWOL. Mad Puppy, the original Mad Puppy, from Dinka Crips, he was out on AWOL. So us three, we hooked up, we got a shack house, got Roscoe's, and then we just started, doing what we had to do. And then we with y'all had a shit with Van Ness boys up there and shit. Then one of us got picked off one by one, and now we back up, now we're in Camp Cleopatra, the AWOL camp. And so I took a 6-month camp stay to turn the shit into a year and 6 months. So, those are the things not to do, but sometimes, circumstances just take you further and further in.
Right.
That's why youngsters need to understand. You can go to prison, or you can go to camp with the idea that you're going to serve out your time, and you're going to do it. You're going to be in the main line. I mean, you could take some shit and parlay it. And what I mean by that, you could take a 5 to life and turn that motherfucker into a 25 to life. Exactly. Death row.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
Hey, I'll let you run on for 25 minutes, Q. One person saying they can't really hear you, and other people saying you on pause, no punctuations in your stories. And they want to get to what I think about football this weekend. So I'm gonna just ask you this. I'm gonna just say this last thing to you. Some people wondering why Tyrone Tate never mentioned you, and you never mentioned Tyrone Tate, but both of y'all talk about being friends with Tookie, though.
Because the Quick thousands of members. And you gotta realize that people are in camp, people are in YA, people are on like this merry-go-round. Some are getting off, some are just getting on. So you could miss people like that.
Have you ever heard of? Be on the set. Have you ever heard of Hickory Street Crips?
No.
Okay. All right. That's settled that right there. But I'm gonna go, man. I'm gonna finish this with the football, and then I'm gonna hit you back, dog.
For sure. Okay, happy too.
All right. Good talking to you.
Okay.
All right. So to y'all that wanted the football picks, man, I like the Chargers over Tennessee. I think they might be playing in another country though, because that game is real early. That game's at 6:30 Eastern, 9:30 on the West Coast. So I like the Chargers though. The Titans, Mariota ain't the Mariota that I know from Oregon. I gotta go with my team, New England over Chicago. We might have problems with Khalil Mack, but I gotta say that New England's the truth, and they showing you guys the last couple of weeks why they are still the truth. We 0-2 on the road though, and this is a road game, so it's gonna be tough for New England. But I think, the Charger game's in London. I think New England pulls this out. Cleveland at Tampa Bay. I'm impressed with both teams, even though they both 2-3. I'm impressed with both teams. So Tampa's 1-1 at home. I gotta give an edge to Tampa Bay, man. I gotta give a slight edge to Tampa Bay. So I think Tampa Bay wins. Broncos. Shout out to Crazo. I watched the Bronco game with Crazo last night. The Dolphins, to me, are overachieving, and they got a backup quarterback. Detroit beat New England and Green Bay, but they 0-2 on the road. Miami's undefeated at home. This game is on grass. Detroit's a dome team. I got to go with Miami. Matter of fact, Miami, I would lock that in. Miami's actually underdogs at home, probably because of backup quarterback. But you got to take Miami undefeated at home against a Detroit team that got 2 lucky wins against good teams. Luck, I say. But both was at home. No wins on the road. Like I said, they not shit on grass. So get that up to the Dolphins. Carolina at Philly. It's a tough game. I'm going to skip that game. It's a tough game. Buffalo and Indianapolis. 2 of the worst teams in football. Skip that game. Cincinnati. Got to go with Kansas City, but Cincinnati's going to give them hell, though. I promise you Cincinnati's going to give them hell. I know when we first started, before the season started, a couple of y'all talked shit about Andy Dalton and the Bengals, but I told y'all they was going to be all right. They 4-2. 2-1 on the road. Kansas City 2-0 at home. Go ahead, Fat Mac. It's cool if you interrupt. Go ahead. Got to go with Kansas City, but I wouldn't give up no 6 or 7 points though. The over 60, over 58.5. More than likely they're gonna go over 58.5. Jets at home to Minnesota. Minnesota done let me down, man. But the Jets ain't shit, so you got to go with Minnesota on the road. Houston or Jacksonville. Jacksonville ain't shit. Believe it or not, I'll take the 4 points. I'll take Houston with 4 over Jacksonville. Blake Bortles ain't shit. But Houston is a bad road team, so be careful on that game. Bad road team. Baltimore actually may have the best defense in football. With that said, they got 2 losses, but they are undefeated at home. The Saints, no defense, plenty of offense, undefeated on the road. It's going to be a good game, man. It's a good call. My experience, I would have to go with Baltimore. Undefeated at home with the better defense. Defense wins championships. But there's a little part of me saying Drew Brees is on fire. And being undefeated on the road is impressive. So that's a tough game. Okay, I'll tell you about Tate after a couple more games. I would take Washington Redskins over the Dallas Cowboys without question. I would take that without hesitation. Dallas 0-3 on the road. Terrible team. Terrible on the road. Offense is anemic. I would go with Washington. The Rams, even though Frisco's backup quarterback looked good, I would take the Rams. 10.5 is a bit much, but especially after only beating Denver by 3. Um, I would take the Rams. I would take the Rams. And on Monday night, the Giants at Atlanta. You know I don't like Eli Manning. These are two struggling teams. Giants are in disarray. Atlanta in disarray. Julio Jones and Matty Ice ain't doing shit. I'll say that for Monday night. So you're starting to realize who's this hype. A lot of dudes are hype. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want their 15 minutes of fame. They want to be remembered. But a lot of these dudes are not hype. You know what I'm saying? They just old. You know what I'm saying? You talking about dudes 61, 62, 63 years old, right? We're talking about dudes that was doing stuff as teenagers, man. So it's not hype. It's just before you was born. You know what I mean? Dudes was really wild, dude. Their jail record proves that. The newspapers prove it time and time again. The murder rate in 1972 was an all-time high in South Los Angeles or Los Angeles County, period, which was 500 and something. It's not all hype, dude. Dudes was really killing each other and really fighting and boxing and busting each other upside the head with bumper jacks and shit, stabbing each other in the pen. You know what I'm saying? So it's not all hype. It's just something that happened 40 something years ago. You know what I mean? And so, as far as who started what, I mean, I'll try to bring that to you and let you guys be the judge. Hickory Street is real. Uh, I got somebody want to speak on it that knows the history, not only of Hickory Street, but the original Hickory Street. He says Tyrone Tate hijacked Hickory Street, which on another block was the original Hickory Street. So there is some information on Hickory Street, but you probably have to be in Watts to really know about them. Um, and Cutes is not hype. I mean, shit, real West Side, real East Side Crips first generation, they know Cutes. All of them. You see what Cat Caesar said. I know you. You know what I'm saying? Barefoot Pookie speak on him. He was Magnificent Seven. Now, who was bigger and badder, Mouse or Cutes? I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. Um, but everybody know Cutes and shit. Cutes, no matter what you say or think about Cutes, his name is in newspapers, dog. He's in multiple newspaper incidents, dude, in altercations. And I don't know if he want me to put this out there, but it's public record. So, and Cutes know I don't mean no harm to Cutes or the history of the Crips and Bloods, but Cutes is in the newspaper articles with altercations with the Brims, fatal altercations. You know what I'm saying? Cutes is in the newspaper where they was at the round table that everybody speaks highly of. You know what I'm saying? Cutes is in, like he said, look at the escape and Los Padrinos or whatever. He was on the bus, so he might be in that newspaper, or at least he was there at the incident. Then you got court records that show what these dudes was doing. So um, shit ain't all hype. All dudes is doing is telling their story and giving you the history of the Crips and Bloods, which a lot of people don't know about. You know, you might think you know about it, but I get calls from dudes 50 and up. Dudes between 50 and 62 years old call me all the time and say they learned something new by watching a video on here. Um, oh, okay. So my bad. That's why I'll try to ask what he was talking about. Yeah, the Cowboys are hype. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys are definitely hype. But that's what happens when you're a Cowboy fan or a Raider fan. Everybody love their team no matter how bad they are. You know what I mean? But certain fans, they not proud of their team when they're not doing good. Okay, my bad, Fat Mac. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I asked. I didn't see no clarity on that. because I seen earlier you was talking about Tyrone taking Q. So my bad. I got that wrong, but nevertheless, what I said was still accurate. So yeah, shout out to you, bro, for the question. But yeah, Cowboys and Raiders, man. No matter how bad they do, people still gonna love them. It's crazy. Um, Now, the Jaguars, everybody bit into the Jaguars early on, including myself, but I didn't realize they had ended last season on a bad note. So, um, no, like you said, I asked him the question. He said there was thousands of Crips, so you're not gonna know every one of the thousand Crips. He didn't even know Cat Caesar. It had to come back to his memory, and then like the look changed, and he knew him by a different name. Cat Caesar had more than one name, um, and so, you don't remember everybody. I could tell you I don't know a whole bunch of people. Then when I see him, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I know that nigga. Oh, yeah, I was here with, I went to school with this nigga or whatever. You know what I mean? So I expect that from somebody over 60 years old. You feel me? All right, I'll check my email, man, when I get off of here. Right. I mean, you're talking about a big ass city, dog. You're talking about the community of Watts. You're talking about the city of Compton, Long Beach, Gardena, Hawthorne, Inglewood, South Los Angeles, West Los Angeles, the East Side of Los Angeles, East Los Angeles. You know what I mean? So you're not gonna know everybody, and that's just the bottom line. You're not gonna know everybody. You're not gonna run across everybody. I mean, those are just facts, man. LA is a big city. Um, I don't know about now, but I know at one point it was like the third largest city in the United States. They do got Hickory Street, Serranos. I don't know who the originals are. Probably Hickory Street, Serrano probably was the originals. I don't. Tyrone Tate said they came after them. Somebody else told me they came after them too, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't do no research on the Mexican Hickory Streets, so I can't really say. It'd be nice to get somebody, a Latino from Hickory Street, a Chicano from Hickory Street, to give us some inside information. It'd be good to hear the brown side when people say we was first or we started this and we started that. Um, Mexican grapes would be good. Southside grapes, Southside Watts, Elm Street Watts. All of them would be good to. And I ain't even talking about their story. Just when did y'all start and when did the blacks come? You know what I'm saying? When did the blacks come in your neighborhood or when did y'all go in the black neighborhood? When did y'all start this 13 and when did the C's and B's pop up? You know what I mean? Um, that way you get a little different perspective. But in the meantime, I think it's awesome if we let bounty hunters speak on the area. We let Hickory Street, Grape Street, uh, Who Ride, Jordan Down Crips, PJ Watts, Back Street, Front Street. If we let all them dudes talk and get a history, we have it all. We have it right. So in that regard, it wouldn't be no need for the brown side, but at the same time, the brown side would solidify everything and expose the people that's trying to hijack the area or the name from the Latinos. And I think that would be awesome for the channel and awesome for history. You know what I mean? So there it is, there, man. Don't get me going, man. All right, so I guess y'all all out of cutes and Tyrone Tate football. So shit, I'm gonna wrap it up and get up out of here, man. Go get some fresh air. Good looking out, cutes, for calling in, man. I'll give you a call, cutes, and holler at you. All right, y'all. Peace, man.